All right, Bible readers, it is time for another quick Bible study. And today it's coming from our reading in Matthew 25 through 27. So, what about the alabaster box in the Bible? When I say alabaster box, does that ring a bell in your mind about a story? So it's a story of a woman that brings an alabaster box of ointment to anoint the Lord Jesus Christ before his death. And the story, the telling of it, happens right in between the plotting of the chief priests and the religious leadership of the day, planning on how they're going to kill Jesus. Then this situation with this woman in this alabaster box happens. And then after that, Judas Iscariot betrays Jesus. He basically, points out Jesus to the religious leadership that had previously just plotted on how they were going to kill Jesus. And Judas sold him out for 30 pieces of silver, right? So what's a man's life worth? What is God in the flesh? What's he worth to a man? Well, in Judas's case, it was 30 pieces of silver. Pretty crazy when you think about it that way. Let's get back to this alabaster box situation. So I want to read the story to you. So in Matthew 26, verse 7, it says, "There came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat." So here's Jesus eating. And think about this. This is kind of a strange thing. Jesus is sitting here eating food, and this woman walks up and pours this ointment on top of his head. I mean, it's not something you see every day, right? It's just, I don't know, but it's interesting. Next verse. "But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, 'To what purpose is this waste?'" Okay, so if you study out the fact that somebody had an alabaster box, just that alone, alabaster was a very expensive stone, and the fact that somebody carved it out into a box, so this was a very expensive little box that she had in her hands, and the ointment was also equally expensive. And so the disciples are bothered. All they see is waste. Okay, and so Jesus corrects them, but they continue on. "For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor." Okay, it sounds righteous, right? But Jesus is going to correct them. So when Jesus understood it, he said unto them, "Why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always." Okay? Jesus is putting them in their place. And he's also instructing us, and I think this holds true all the way to today, and for really as long as this, this world's going on, is that we'll always have poor. We'll always have the poor with us. So let's not lift up causes above Jesus. Okay? Jesus is greater than any cause. Matthew 26:12. "For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial." Think about who was this woman? How did she know? How did she have the faith to know and to give up this extremely expensive box and the ointment in it? But she knew, something in her knew. And Jesus continues, "Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this, that this woman hath done, be told for a memorial of her." So, again, just the fact that I'm reading this to you is proof of Jesus's words. People are still talking about this woman and what she did. So what I want to say real quick, and then I'm going to end, is that there are well-meaning people that will think or accuse you of wasting your time and effort on the Lord Jesus Christ. It could show up in any kind of form, right? Like, why do you spend so much time reading the Bible, or why do you spend so much time going to church, or why do you spend, or maybe talking you down, or, that kind of thing. Just don't kind of be like this woman and just, and what's interesting in this story and the other retellings of it in the other gospels, this woman never says a word. She never defends herself. None of her words are recorded. So it's just, wouldn't she be someone interesting to meet in heaven at some point? I'd like to know who she is. But what I want to say about her is that this woman believes something she had never seen. Isn't this is like the ultimate expression of faith? And to this day, again, people talk about her just like the Bible said. So interesting person. And so that's all I got for you. I hope that maybe that helped you in some way or encouraged you in some way. And I'm glad you're here. I hope you subscribe. And I just reached 5,000 views on my little channel here, and I'm looking to get 50 subscribers so I can start going live. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. It'll help me out. All right. Have a great day.